Hello guys, welcome back to another video. We are moving hard today, and I'm saying we're going really hard, and this guy's channel is really interested. I literally just discovered this channel. This is his name, Poetic Flacco. I think that's how it's pronounced. I hope I'm not sabotaging his name. I wouldn't want anybody to sabotage my name. And the video title is, oh my gosh, bro. Why does the diddler always, well, his case is very unique. And, you know, what other word can I use to describe it? You know? Terrance Howard, you know, that famous actor, exposes how Diddy tried to trick him into having, yeah, you know. And I hope this diddler guy, man, yeah, with all this being true, I hope he doesn't see the day of light ever again, bro, because these things are truly atrocious, man. Like, disgusting, diabolical. Every bad word you can come up with to describe it, that's what he is, and that's what it is. You know, so let's get into it, man. The diddler is back at it.
At this point, hell feels like a slap on the wrist for Diddy.
Bro, need eternal purgatory. That's what it is. Eternal purgatory, bro.
There ain't another place Diddy could go that could really feel like a punishment. Somewhere worse.
Satan is gonna love him there. Like,
hell, somewhere beneath Satan. Because what Diddy has been accused of is sick. The initial accusations were sick, but we just keep hearing more. Now, this time,
I don't think that there is more. You know what I'm saying? Sick fuck, dude.
I was watching Art of the Dialogue when they were talking about the latest Diddy lawsuit. And the details of this lawsuit even had Jane Dale, Diddy long-term bodyguard, grimacing.
He also alleging that Diddy, forced him to give him blowjobs.
Oh my God.
Okay, bro. Bro, I understand someone being, freaky and everything, but this freaky, bro? Do you have any self-control, dog? Bro, yo. Something is wrong with these people. They have too much fucking money, dog.
So you telling me that in the lawsuit, and I seen it, man, that he forced him to sing in the mic.
Singing in the mic is
and it
crazy.
Wasn't in the studio.
Yeah, that's what he claiming.
Yo, bro, it's crazy. It's real crazy.
When the story of your deviancy got grown men shedding tears, bro, you know you wrong, bro. The crazy part isn't even the act itself, because, bro, Diddy been flexible since the 90s, bro. We seen him dance, man. Flexible. So if Diddy was engaging in these acts,
I don't want to see that, and I will not see that man dancing.
Consensually, that'll be one thing, bro. But he taking it. He taking the cheeks. He taking the pipe, even when they don't want to give it up. And that's the sick part. Now,
and when he gets, incarcerated permanently, I hope they put him in a cell by himself, bro. Because whoever's gonna be in that cell with him, I'm sorry for you, bro. I'm sorry. You're gonna be turned inside out.
News like this will be treated like all the other Diddy rumors, but that's until Terrance Howard came out, and Terrance Howard detailed some similar accusations against Diddy. Now, in the case of Terrance Howard, he don't need a clout chase. Yeah. He don't need attention. He's being interviewed by the biggest podcast anyways. So for him to come out and say this about Diddy is very credible. For things outside their manhood like success, money, fame, and fortune. And Terrance Howard will say, them not understanding the greatest gift they have is their manhood, and when they give it up so cheaply, they end up coming back to bite them in the behind. Pause. No Diddy.
Pause.
There's a short...
Bro, men like that, bro, they're weak. honestly, you give up your, that's literally the equivalent of giving up your soul for all these riches and fame and all these things that means nothing, and it's all of it is just vanity, bro. That's the funny thing about it. You're gonna really give that all up for just some success that is you're gonna come and die and go away, bro. It's not worth it, man. There's no price on my dignity as a man. You know what I'm saying? There's no price on that. That cannot be bought. Certain things cannot be bought. And when you put that and equate it to money, yeah, bro, you're gone.
Life in
why do you think that is with the creative side?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. Who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. But when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it.
That's right.
So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy.
This man don't be acting. If you watch Empire, then you understand that this is his character. This is Lucius Lyon.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. It's Lucius Lyon. Because I remember that scene where his son was walking in them hills and he just got angry, bro. And just get his son and just take him outside and just throw him in the trash can. I'm like, yeah, put some sense in that little boy. You know what I'm saying? Break it out or break it in him from then and there. Say, hey, bro, you're a fucking man, bro. You better stop that shit right fucking now. You know what I'm saying? If I had a son, I would do that same thing or even worse. I would abuse him or anything or do anything to harm him. But tough love is something that has to be instilled, bro. No jokes.
Really watching in this interview, that man was not acting in Empire. Now, I would disagree in terms of, engaging in those activities don't necessarily mean your manhood gets taken. I feel like your manhood gets taken if you're only doing it for a come up, right? You're doing it for some paper, you're doing it for success. But if you are born that way and your sexual identity leans that way and, you are born bisexual, homosexual, and you're doing it for something.
That's where me and you disagree. I don't believe that guys are born homosexual or anybody is born homosexual. You grow up and I don't know. I am not in the mindset of a homosexual, so I couldn't tell you, So, as it relates to that, I'm not sure, but I do not believe that persons are actually born homosexual. I don't believe that.
Gratification, then I don't feel like you're losing your manhood. You lose your manhood to me when you come into the industry straight, and then after one dinner date with Diddy, and he's offering you to make you rich and famous, and you go under that table and you start hawk-tooing, you's a freak, bro. You's nasty, and your manhood get taken.
Yeah, for sure.
Terrance Howard would speak on.
That's one of the ways a man would, definitely gets deleted, bro. You're disgusting for that.
Powerful dudes who we know who are currently powerful, they will come into the industry and they will engage in these activities for their power, for their riches, for their fame, and they think that it's never coming back to get them because they believe that this is just a secret that stays within the mold.
Bro, it's recording everything, dog. Everything. So he has control over you for the rest of your life. If he says, hey, I want you to do this right now, you better go and do it because I'm going to release this tape. Hey, I need you to come and do this right now or else I'm going to release this tape. So you're fucked eternally.
But with everything currently going on, They have to know by now, bro. Yo, your secret is gonna be aired out eventually.
Yeah.
And it's always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing.
It's always a consequence, bro. You can never hide from it. Never, bro. It's always a consequence. It might not come out publicly, that consequence, but probably spiritually, internally, mentally, you might suffer from that. As he said before, people try to take drugs to forget about a certain situation. Probably that's the consequence, you know what I'm saying? You try to take all these drugs and they get worse, they get addicted, you can't help yourself. You become a slave to it. Yeah, it's sad. Bro, preaching.
A lot of you freaky toes, bro. A lot of you freaky toes in them talking about y'all, bro. A celebrity who got their cheeks clapped and prostate played with, their favorite line is, I was at the parties, but I wasn't at the party.
You know who I'm thinking about? Ain't no party like that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm thinking about?
I was at every party every Saturday, but like I left before.
Imagine there's a leak tomorrow on the internet with fucking, you know, party like that. Hey, that would be the end, bro. I'm not trying to put it out there and it happen and everything, but shit, that would crash the internet, dog. That would crash the internet.
It got weird, bro. You freaky toes, bro. That's their favorite line. I was at the party, but I left before things got weird.
I left before things. I've seen some people say that. Oh, I wasn't in the back party. Like, sure, yes, we believe everybody gonna come and try to. Oh, I wasn't at the behind the party, like back party or the underground party. Like, yes, bro, sure.
Whole time you was getting your cheeks and prostate rammed in every Saturday, bruh, by Diddy and his buff neck goons, bruh. Y'all is out of pocket.
Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You should have a greater desire than being a man.
True.
So I believe that's.
I'm proud to be that. I'm proud that God put me on this earth and created me a male, bro. And I'll stand by it and further, you know, proud to be a man, bro. And yeah, get stronger every day and living my masculinity. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't let nobody fool you or try to influence you to do otherwise. Or shame you in being a man, bro. It just evil spirits trying to destroy masculinity, you know what I'm saying?
Big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid, and next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from, so maintain your man card.
Real shit.
Man, I mean, you know, what are the things you're seeing? You went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head.
Bieber is probably one of the only ones I feel bad for.
Yeah,
because
me too.
Bieber came into this industry and he got taken advantage of.
Yeah.
He got violated, bro. You could see the interaction between Diddy and Bieber when Bieber got away from Diddy and Diddy caught up with Bieber in some function and started asking, "Oh, you don't pick up your phone no more, huh? Bro, what's up, play? Where we going?" So Bieber was clearly uncomfortable. Bieber was like, no, I lost your phone. I got a new. That's a victim.
Yeah, bro.
And there's apparently a rumor tape out there where, you know, Bieber is a part of one of the free golf tapes. That's what I heard from, you know, that lawyer Ariel, but, you know, she be capping, so I don't know. I heard it from a couple other sources, like the Fed documents described a very popular pop artist who's in the tapes, but we don't know if that pop artist is Bieber, but Bieber was somebody who was underage, so I don't feel like Bieber is somebody who got his manhood taken because Bieber was not somebody who could legally say yes. He got taken advantage of by people that was supposed to mentor him,
Yeah.
just like Usher.
Hey, did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the
Hell
consequence?
yeah. I mean,
Bro said, hell yeah, fast as fuck.
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me?
Just looking at you, you know what that means. Nasty ass.
I want to hear your music, so I come over there and I play the music. And he's,
Man, you should have known at that point, bro. He was trying to get your cheeks, man. Ain't nobody in the history of Earth and the world.
Bro, why this guy wants everybody's cheeks? I can't fathom how these guys think. I don't want to. But, dude, why you want all of these cheeks, bro? This is beyond being addicted at this point. This is another level. Addicted or addiction in this case is just not the word for it. This is not how you describe the situation right here. It's another level. You know, I have to go find some synonyms for addiction. You know, probably a greater word, or a word that has some bigger punch to it. You know what I'm saying? To describe this guy's situation right here, because addicted or addiction is just not cutting it right now. No jokes. It's addicted to cheeks. It's no joke, bro. It need to be locked away.
Ever said, throw that new Terrance Howard on, bro. Nobody in the history of Earth ever got in a whip and started and said, hey Siri, blast that new Terrance Howard. Man, cut it out, bro.
Oh, new music, yeah.
Nobody producer like Diddy. Why would you think that he would wanna hear your music? Like,
bro, wanna get the cheeks in the studio, nasty ass nigga.
Yeah, Terrance Howard to me is willfully ignorant or willfully arrogant. To think that you make music profound enough that Diddy would want to hear, that's like me getting a call from I don't know, bro. Who like Dr. Umar Johnson, and Umar Johnson tells me, "Hey Flacco, come over and teach me how to speak." And then what? Hey Flacco, come over and teach me how to be an orator. I like that. Wait, right thing you be doing, huh?
Hell no, bro.
I know the back door coming, man.
Yeah,
So Umar Johnson asking me to teach him how to speak is like Diddy asking you to come and help him with his music this day. So you gotta know something was up. But eventually he found out. And when he found out,
he must have felt the tenseness in the atmosphere, you know, that awkwardness. Because he said he was staring at him too. He must have felt that tension. Oh, shit. I'm not going in no studio, bro. Fuck that.
he put a stop to it.
sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay.
Waiting for
So
what?
then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. I was like, oh, okay.
Disgusting, bro.
So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in and make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room.
Yeah, stand your ground, bro, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Rush these fucking weak ass cheeks loving ass niggas, bro. Get them the fuck out of here.
And that's
especially if they coming on towards you and pressing you, you know what I'm saying? And trying to force it onto you. Yeah, that's time. I'll get, fine if you want to do your thing, keep it over there. You know what I'm saying? Don't come over here with that shit. Hell no.
Always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way.
Diddy liking men or Diddy being potentially homosexual isn't even a story here. The story is Diddy's sick fantasy, infatuation, obsessiveness with flipping straight men. It's a sickness that's currently going on in Diddy's head.
Yeah.
Diddy don't want men who would actually volunteer and do it to him. No. Diddy gets joy and pleasure out of sort of overpowering that particular man,
Nah,
right? Imposing
bro.
his will through his money, his power, his influence, and forcing that man to engage in activities that he wouldn't want to engage in. It's as if it's like a power trip with him, which is why he chose to bring Terrance Howard in, to weirdly hit on him when he could have just brought in any type of dude who's really on that with him.
Yeah.
I forgot. I think it was Danny Boy, or no, it wasn't Danny Boy. It was somebody. I think it was Gene Deal, or a woman. Yes, it was a woman who walked in on Diddy doing some weird stuff. And this lady said that Diddy told her at some point that real power is getting a man who's straight to suck your D.
Okay, bro.
That was his real statement to this woman who was like his secretary or his assistant. She walked on him doing some stuff, on him getting fellatio from one of the dudes who.
Okay, I'm getting sick, bro. Just for you guys, just for the YouTube video, I'm just gonna, let this video does get ended, dog, because this guy holding a little bit too much on this shit. I'm not gonna lie. I want to sleep tonight. You know what I'm saying? I want to sleep, a good sleep too.
In the building, and he left the door open. She got upset. He left the door open, so she confronted him about it, and he told her, "This is my place. I can do whatever I want." But also, too, real power is getting a straight man to suck your dick.
Okay, bro.
That's the part we got to really touch on. Because if you get pleasure and joy in overpowering a man, then you probably got some great fantasies, too.
I don't compromise.
For sure.
I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit. Because the man card means everything.
Oh, it's just a role. Fuck no. No, just a role. I'm like, see the next man.
Yeah, we're going to go this direction with the podcast. This is absolute. But listen, we've talked about it. We've had a lot of the guys on to talk about this stuff. Are you done with Hollywood because of this specific reason?
I'm still working. I still, I haven't made the money necessary to do all of the other stuff. So I still have to go and do the chitlin circuit. I still have to do the job that I need to. But eventually, I've done what I set out to do, which was to redefine the universe. I've proven what I've set out to do, and that's why I have all the patents. Whether they evaluate it or not, that's up to them. But I've done the work and finished it.
And this is where I stop. When the Terrance Howard crazy schizophrenic thought starts coming out, this one I click on. We got the Diddy part now, bro. But I believe him. I 100% believe him.
Same here.
And even right now, man, when a lot of people, when we talk about Diddy currently being at trial, Diddy did a lot of horrors that he's not being charged with. And it's unfortunate that the things that he is being charged with are things that we look at, and you can really look at it and say to yourself, wait, hold up, that's a crime? Wait, hold up. Like, Cassie admitted that he told her to pick out the men with the big D for her to be involved with. So she said that she wanted to give him his fantasy. Right? It feels like she was a willing participant in his free calls. Right? And even when he did beat her, that was horrific. And I think he should go to jail for a decade just for that alone. But that's past the statute of limitations. He can't go to jail for it. So the things that he's currently being charged with and on trial for are things that pale in comparisons to what he's not being charged with. All the other accusations that people are accusing him of outside of the actual indictment. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, all right? Do you guys believe this?
Okay, guys, that concludes another video. This video was entertaining, but at the same time, utterly disgusting, man. I just want to kind of purge my mind before, I'll go to my bed and everything, because this guy is actually a sick guy. He's actually messed up deeply in the mind. You know what I'm saying? His brain is gone, everything. So, with that being said, like, share, and please comment on your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. And subscribe, okay? Trying to get our first 500 subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. So please subscribe. Yeah, thank you. And with that being said, I'm out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right.